Time travel and parallel realities. Could you change your own timeline? Time travel and parallel realities are concepts that have fascinated us from centuries. But what if you could change your own timeline by traveling back in time? Welcome to the world of time travel and parallel realities. The idea of changing our own timeline, your own timeline, my own timeline, raises many questions, such as what happens to the original timeline? Can you really change the past? And if you do, what are the consequences? One theory suggests that if you were to change the past, you could create a new parallel reality, one in which events played out differently from our original timeline. To understand this theory, let's look at an example. Imagine you go back in time and prevent a historical event from happening. In the original timeline, the event would have happened and it could have had a ripple effect, of course, on the history. But in the new parallel reality, that event never happened and that course of history would have been altered. This means that by changing the past, you could create a new reality that is different from one you knew already. But what happens to the original timeline? Some of us suggest that it may continue on without you, as if you had never gone back in time. Others suggest that it may cease to exist, replaced by the new parallel reality you create. This raises the question, if you change the past, do you also change your own existence? The answer is not clear, but it suggests that time travel and parallel realities are not to be taken lightly. Another theory suggests that time travel is not possible because it would create a paradox. Okay, this is known as the bootstrap paradox. It suggests that if you were to go back in time and give your past self the plan of a time machine, you originally created the plans. This creates a paradox because if you were the one who created the plans in the future, then where did the plans come from originally? In conclusion, time travel and parallel realities are complex and fascinating concepts that raises more questions than answers. While we may never know if time travel is truly possible or not, the idea of changing our own timeline continues to captivate us. So, if you ever to find yourself with the ability to travel back in time, be careful what you change because the consequences may be more than you are paying for.